Hi, you're my name's Teresa and you're watching Between Two Wheels. So yeah, I'm having a pretty good day. Um, I am really suffering from some cognitive functioning today, and as much as I don't really like coming off this way, I think I need to do this and I want to do this. Um, and maybe I can help somebody else. So let me check in first. I just came in from a shopping visit to our local health food store that we have in the area. I am blessed to have a wonderful, it carries everything from organic products to um, uh, gluten-free products, organic, everything from coffees to chocolates to vitamins and all kinds of good stuff, and products to, you know, natural products, and teas and all kinds of good stuff. And I go there probably once a week and spend a nice amount of money. But I consider that, um, you know, um, that's a lot my medicine. That what I purchase there, as far as what I consume and what I use on my body, um, and pills and things, I yeah, that is my medicine and my good health. When I leave the store, I say it's like the best feeling because I just feel like I'm contributing and to my health. And yeah, that is my source for um, staying healthy. I really haven't gotten into any of the things that I do as far as what I put on, what I do and don't use on my body. I'm pretty chemical free, and uh, with everything from my hair to creams or things like that. Um, and yeah, I try and not use uh, things that have toxic chemicals or um, yeah, bad stuff. So, okay, I am just going to keep going with this for a little bit. I have committed to this, and I have a few more questions from the question and answer, and I'm going to try. There's only like 5 questions here, and I'm going to try and get through them. Okay. I had a woman that has MS, and she asked me a few questions, so I'm just going to go through those. She asked, with your lack of fatigue and energy, do you rest throughout the day? Um, I am not one to take naps or rest. I I do not do that. I have a few friends that have MS, and they need to rest throughout the day, whether that be in their, one friend is in a wheelchair, and we're very similar with our symptoms, but she rests in her chair throughout the day and then rests in her bed in the evenings and then gets up. I do not. I go from the time I wake up in the morning until usually 7 o'clock if I don't have something planned in the evenings. And like I said, by evenings, my body is pretty um, pretty done in. Yeah, so I do not rest. Uh, I do spend time. I do pace myself throughout the day. And I have mentioned before, I am a routinist and I like schedule, and that works for me. And this has been a really good uh, example of that through the past few weeks that I have been documenting this, because my schedule has been uh, really off. So you and myself have seen the results of that through my ongoing fatigue and just overall tiredness. So yeah, do you drive, or how do you get around to places? I am fortunate enough that we have a handicapped accessible van. It is a regular, um, it's just a regular Dodge Caravan that uh, then it was taken to a place where they put in mine is called a bronze system, where they put in a ramp that comes down where the door slides open, the ramp comes down, and the seats are able to come out, both front seats, but and we could have it where there's hand uh, um, things that I could drive it. I I just choose not to do that, and I'm at the point now where I just would not feel comfortable driving. Um, I know a lot of people do. They just kind of go up the ramp and get into the driver position or the passenger position. We keep both seats and I just sit in the back. And there are straps to strap me in. And yeah, it's a wonderful thing. They unfortunately they are fairly expensive. So we have a few places in our area that services them and takes care of them. And if you can get a used one, or a lot of times in your paper or through the MS Society or different organizations can help out. But it's just unfortunate that they are so darn expensive. Um, and we have a service company that we do regular maintenance, and yeah, so I am blessed. Our area, we do have a tri-county area that they have buses that come around and take you to places, but like I said, I am fortunate that I do not have to use that. I have not been driving since I'm so mixed up on dates and things. Probably over 10 years I haven't been driving. I'll say 10 years. It got to the point where I could steer my feet when I would accelerate on the gas pedal or go to put it over onto the brake. It just wasn't working, and it got to be really scary. So I had to give up driving. To be honest, that was a very hard thing to do. To be in my mid-30s and have to be dependent on somebody to get me to places. Since, I mean, it's been so long now, I have accepted and come to terms and surrendered, and it just accepted that. And I'm just grateful that I have people that get me places. Okay, and the same person asked about bathroom situations and catheter, if I use a catheter or my bathroom. I do not catheterize. I do not do that. I'm still able to use my bathroom, use my toilet. When I'm out, I really don't. I'm a lot of times I'm fearful in situations like that. That's one of my fears. Um, you know, this might be a little TMI, but I do wear adult things when if I do need to be out, and it's always a scary situation when you're either in a wheelchair or you have MS, because bladder is a huge issue with men and women with MS. Uh, some places they say they're handicap accessible, and then I take my chair in and they're not. So my life pretty much, sometimes rotates around bathrooms, and sometimes I don't go places because of certain situations. But no, and I do take a pill because with MS your bladder weakens, and then you can have frequent, it's a big issue. And but no, I do not. I'm fortunate enough. I I don't use anything like that. But yeah, but there are, I would encourage anybody to go to a urologist and get on, either if you're having whatever problems, because there are things out there. You don't need to be held hostage with MS and in a and have bladder problems, because right there is just a huge issue, and I know holds a lot of people back. So there are things out there. And then somebody asked, do you hurt muscles and nerves? Yes, I mentioned about my nerve pain that I have. Nerve pain and muscle pain are two different pains. I have chronic nerve pain all the time in my lower legs. Again, I choose not to take any medication for that. Sorry, I just need to breathe. I have in the past, um, and I just don't like what it does to me and for my body. Um, I get spasms, and it does affect my muscles. I have a lot of numbness, and I have had numbness on the left side of my face probably for 14 years. That burny, stingy, numb feeling. And in my legs, I have a lot of burning and stinging, and just a lot of pain in my legs. Um, Muscle and my there's that MS hug that you can get, that you just feel like somebody's hugging your entire middle system, your from mid area. I do experience that sometimes, and at times I do have some butt pain from just the chair, and that's why a lot of people see me with one leg up, and bring one leg up, or I kind of move around a lot. But again, I'm fortunate that I have a really good cushion. And then okay, please tell us, please tell us your story and symptoms, um, what it was like before you were diagnosed and now. Well, I will dedicate a full video. I'm interested in your symptoms. I have recently been diagnosed, and I'm close to a wheelchair. I'm very scared of my future. Well, I'm going to tell my whole story. And, whatever you do right now, if it's exercise, prayer, meditation, talking to somebody, either a professional or other people. Just keep strong, keep your body moving. Don't let this MS get to you mentally or physically. Keep moving, keep strong. And I'm going to tell my whole story. I promised I would do that, and I will do that before this 30 days is up. And just know you're not alone. And I know it can be very scary. And just surround yourself with good, positive people. Make sure, if you're not happy with your team of doctors, neurologists, just there's plenty of caring, good people out there. Just never, ever give up. Never give up. Look for a support group within your area. Go to the National MS Society website. There's a lot of websites that have support message groups on it. It just, talk to anybody you can about it. But don't isolate. Don't let this. Don't let it. Just, I am fortunate enough, with my personality, and the fact that I'm outgoing and personable. My gosh, I count my blessings every day. I know there are a lot of people who are more introvert and shy and scared and have difficulties reaching out. Well, this is the time. This is, you can't, don't feel that way. Don't feel like a burden. Don't feel like, this isn't a time to question. It's just a time to reach out. And yeah, I just don't know what else to say right now. I didn't want this to go this long, but I really wanted to answer the rest of those questions. Again, I wanted to show a little bit of just that this is so difficult for me right now. First, to show this side of me. Not that I'm being vain or I don't want it. Just it's a you have to kind of surrender yourself to I'm just doing this if I can help anybody, and you're not alone. And a lot of us think at first, like with all these symptoms, because with MS there are a lot of symptoms and everybody's different, everybody varies, everybody's course is different. And at first you might think, oh my goodness, what is happening? That's so scary. Am I going crazy? Is it all in my head? So no, it's not. And again, reach out to somebody, and just keep the faith. And tomorrow is always another day. You have watched this whole journey with me for 20 some days, and I am just really, this is just a day that, it's just really hard to process, to think, to find words. I'm slower. But it's okay. I know on days like this what I can and can't do. And for now, I'm going to rest. After this, I'm going to eat some good food and sit in my chair this evening and relax. And again, just listen to your body. And with that, I am out of here. And everybody have a wonderful day. Thanks again for the love and the support. Have a great day. Bye-bye. And look, I'm smiling. when at the end of the day, I realize, you know, my life could be so much worse. And I am grateful every day for everything I have in life, everybody and everything. I'm just filled with gratitude. Thank you. Bye bye.